Orlando Brown has just come out and provided a damning indictment on what Lil Nas X has been up to in LA, and he allegedly thinks it has everything to do with the devil in Hollywood. Reports say things went completely off the rails for Lil Nas X in Los Angeles. Early Thursday morning, police got multiple calls about a man wandering Ventura Boulevard in nothing but underwear and cowboy boots. Witnesses said he was singing loudly, tossing off his clothes, and even placed a traffic cone on his head. Almost like he was filming one of his over-the-top music videos. Except this time there were no cameras, no crew, and no stage lights.
Babe, nah. Didn't I tell you to put the phone down? Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that. Da. Hey, boy, Mike, coming to the party. La. Yes, I am serving you. And you better be at that party tonight. Oh, yes. Yes, get my good side. Every side. Yes. Boom, cat town. Ooh. Sean Bankhead taught me that one. Woo! Batty boy, want you give it to me, baby? Batty boy, want you give it to me, baby? That's gonna be a beautiful sunrise. Give me that phone so I can throw it. I want to throw it far away so you never see it again. I don't like phones. Don't miss the party tonight. Why are you still here? You need to be telling everybody about the party, girl. What's your problem?
When police arrived, the situation got even worse. Officers allege Lil Nas X suddenly rushed at them, and one officer later reported that he was directly punched in the face.
We're learning that rapper Lil Nas X has been arrested by police in LA early this morning. That's according to the LA County Sheriff inmate records. According to law enforcement, a law enforcement authority familiar with the investigation who spoke to NBC News, the rapper punched an officer twice in the face. We should note the LAPD is looking into whether the rapper was under the influence or under mental distress. NBC News has reached out to representatives for Lil Nas X, but we have not heard back yet. It's hard not to laugh.
I'm literally in the process of letting the entire network know what is going on right now, but I can tell you that we do have new reporting. So
Okay.
I just got off the phone with a public informations officer in Los Angeles County, and they have confirmed that Lil Nas X, he is no longer at the hospital after this incident. His real name is Montero Williams, and he has been booked at the Van Nuys jail. He was booked for something called California Penal Code Section 69, and this is resisting or deterring an officer from performing their legal duties. And this adds up to reporting from outlets like TMZ that says that he allegedly punched an officer twice. And we've seen the video of him obtained by TMZ walking in the early hours of this morning in his underwear and a pair of cowboy boots, and that multiple people called the police because of his disturbing behavior. And one of those passerbyers, they got him on video. An incredibly sad situation. Montero Hill, and an incredibly sad situation because this was somebody, I interviewed him in 2020, a really talented artist who kind of shot to fame overnight with his hit single. And he has really been trying to recapture that fame ever since. And he's had some success, but really never reached the heights of Old Town Road. And this comes after some disturbing, Instagram posts over the last couple of days as well that raised some.
For many, it looked like Lil Nas X was chasing a viral stunt. For others, it appeared more like a genuine breakdown. That's exactly when Orlando Brown stepped in. The former Disney actor, long known for mocking and trolling celebrities, quickly turned his attention to clowning Lil Nas X, but Orlando's jokes only amplified a larger question fans were already asking. Was this truly a cry for help from Lil Nas X, or simply another publicity stunt meant to grab headlines? After all, controversy has followed him before. Some, like TK Kirkland, even suggest that his open homosexuality itself is nothing more than a carefully crafted marketing ploy.
Oh, Lil Nas X. has, if not the number one album in the country, damn near it. They're fighting over it. I mean, he had the whole pregnancy photo shoot and everything else like that. And let me tell you, go back to the Vlad TV catalog, 10 years plus. I've been saying this. Like, look at my interviews with like Fat Joe from like 7-8 years ago. I've said it. There's going to be, at some point, I said, there's going to be a mainstream, gay, out of the closet rapper with hit songs. And everyone's going to accept it.
Right.
Right? Now, I was thinking that it was going to be someone who's already established who's going to come out of the closet. I didn't think there's going to be a brand new artist that pulls this off. But Lil Nas X pulled it off.
He pulled it off.
He pulled it off. And everyone showed up on his album, and it's number one album. And he's trolling the shit out of people, and he's doing gay performances with naked men on stage. And, you know, I really feel that if he didn't come out the closet, his run probably would have ended with Old Town Road.
And let me tell you what I think. I think Nas X is not gay. I think Nas X is what's the guy that group Milli Vanilli? How they was singing and somebody else sang the song?
You think he's fake?
Yeah, Nas X is a karate, whoop that UFC fighter, and he said, you know what? Let me take advantage. Some manager said, let's take advantage of this gay shit and go get this money. And he doing everything he can. And 5 years from now, he gonna say, I tricked all you motherfuckers, yo.
I've been straight the whole time.
I've been straight the whole time.
It's my wife and kid.
Right. He gonna get there. He got a family somewhere. He kicking it. He kicking it. Lil Nas X is not gay, y'all. Lil Nas X is playing everybody.
That would be the greatest troll ever. Because he has a
Nas X first rose to fame with Old Town Road, a song that became wildly popular with kids and families. But after that, he leaned on shock tactics to keep attention. We saw the infamous Satan shoes with drops of human blood, which sparked a Nike lawsuit. We saw the devil-inspired music video where he danced in ways that triggered outrage. Each time kept him trending, even if backlash followed, which is why some doubt this LA street incident was random. They think it might have been another publicity grab, but others highlight his own words. Months ago, Lil Nas X went live and admitted he'd struggled for years. He confessed losing confidence, feeling mentally drained during his last album, Cycle, and not enjoying his music anymore. Storm Monroe revealed that things haven't been great for him at all. In fact, he may even be going broke.
With that being said, this is not his first time doing that. This is a common occurrence. They just so happen to have gotten it on film and sent it into the blogs. The people that were filming him were a part of his team. Like, this was leaked to the media on purpose. You understand? Like, the people, the person he was pointing at holding the phone, like, give me your phone, like, he knew who that was. Okay. Be very clear. That's not a random fan that just saw him down the street strutting. Because if you notice, when you look at the street is empty. Nobody's out there. So he had enough sense to take his out to an empty street where nobody would see him. But his team leaked that. Okay, now, like I said, this is not his first time doing that. But normally when he likes to go out and strut his shit outside in public, he's butt ass booty naked, so he had clothes on this time. Now, moving right along from there, why is he wigging out like this? Is this the Illuminati? Is this MK Ultra mind control? Baby, this ain't none of that. What I've been told is that Lil Nas X is broke. His music label ain't paying no attention to him, and he may eventually be dropped here pretty soon. Here's the thing, right? Lil Nas X has been struggling for money ever since he changed management teams some years ago. Nobody cares. Nobody's paying attention to him, okay? The management team he had when he first started, he got rid of them, got a new management team, started doing all that demonic, and started doing all of that flamboyant, right? And that's really what has now tanked his career, because we just don't care anymore. You understand what I'm saying? Now, from what I've been told, he wasn't really gay. He not became gay, but he plays gay as a part of his image because he feels like that's going to sell. And then, of course, the whole industry is secretly gay anyway. About 90% is bisexual or what I would call sexually fluid and or gay for pay. But
the musicians are just hired hands. They're not really in the know about what's going on. A friend of mine who plays drums for a very, 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 very well-known artist was on the set of a Lil Nas X video or whatever it was a while ago. In between takes, he said this kid was shriveling up in the corner. He went over to him and he was like, "Are you okay? Like, what's going on?" And he was like, "I'm uncomfortable with this. I don't want to do this anymore." Next thing you know, he saw the label people hovering over him, telling him, "You better gay that shit up more." Right after that, my friend took his entire band and left the set. He said, "We're not doing this." They tried blacklisting him. He still plays for that big main artist, but he lost a lot of clients, and they tried to destroy.
He's also admitted to handling stress by smoking, experimenting with psychedelics, and struggling with hypochondria after his grandmother's death in 2018. Hypochondria, simply put, is the constant fear of being ill or dying even when healthy. He revealed it, sometimes spun out of control, especially when combined with substance use.
That he is very depressed and he is like broke, like cash strapped. Like, and when I say broke, you know, you got rich people broke and then you got regular people broke. No, from what I've been told, this is like regular people broke, like hardly no money to his name. Them houses that you see that he's in, them ain't actually his houses. Those are Airbnbs. Those are like luxury Airbnbs. It ain't his. When he shows you his house, quote unquote, that's why it don't ever be no furniture, for real, for real. It don't be like pictures on the wall. It don't be It looks like what? An Airbnb. That's what it is. And that's what most of these celebrities do. Most of these celebrities in LA, the home that they show you is not actually their home. It's like an Airbnb. Lil Nas X is broke, about to be dropped by his label. He's picked up a drug habit. And I'm also here to let y'all know that behind the scenes, allegedly, he was, I don't know about who. Y'all didn't hear that from me. We will continue to follow the story.
On top of that, earlier this year he was taken to the hospital after part of his face suddenly stopped functioning. He later assured, it wasn't permanent, but it worried fans, considering he's just 26 years old.
These last few years were pretty difficult for me. They have been pretty difficult for me. And I'm just now like arriving to this place of feeling confidence in myself and what I'm doing. And I'm trying to make sure I put intention towards my music and my vision and the creativity of it all. And most of all, I really want to make sure I have fun this time around. I don't think I got to have as much fun during the Montero era because I was more overly focused on, I don't know, making sure the songs did well than making sure I was like having fun doing, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying I didn't have any fun. I had some fun, okay? I want this time around to be even more fun, and I want to be like even more full of joy, and I want to be even more full of love. Monterey, we are coming. I have the songs. I have the music. I have the vision. You guys need to sit patiently. You've waited this far. We've waited this long. Let's keep going. Let's make this happen, okay? I love you guys so much. I'm finna do my...
Lil Nas X has never simply released music. Each drop seems surrounded by controversy, and this latest incident feels like part of the same formula. Remember when he debuted his Montero video, sliding down a pole into hell to dance with Satan? Outrage followed, but it worked. That backlash turned into streams, making the track one of his biggest successes. Then came the fake pregnancy photos, full maternity shots, belly exposed, flowers, the whole setup. Some found it funny, others were shocked, and many just asked, "Bro, what are you doing?" This all comes after Lil Nas X completely wiped his Instagram on August 19th, only to return with cryptic photos and unreleased music snippets. One post showed him wearing a fur coat, cowboy hat, and bright red lipstick, captioned, "Oh no, she's gone mad. Crazy, I tell you." For fans, the timing felt suspicious. For Orlando Brown and plenty of others, it stood as more evidence that Lil Nas X was deliberately staging a circus.
I mean, why do they keep saying kiss, bro? Oh, you want a kiss? No, I don't want a kiss, bro. You sure? No. Bro, come come on, bro. Stop doing that, bro. What? I'm not doing nothing. I'm not with that gay shit, bro.
Lil Nas X came through with the biggest song of like the century,
Right.
breaking every record, and now he's up for like a couple of Grammys.
Yeah. And he wearing green suits with the shoulders up.
Oh yeah. Oh, he is real gay. He's all
he's
gay
gay,
all
yeah.
night. Like,
At first, I was kind of like, damn, like, do I really believe this guy's gay? Because I was thinking, like, it seems like it would be sort of advantageous to his career to say he was gay, even if he wasn't. But now I think, yeah, like, I don't need to see him sucking gay.
I mean, when you heard the announcement and you looked at him, you were like, no, never, no, not.
But this is where the situation turns serious. At the moment, Lil Nas X is being detained without bail. That's rare in Los Angeles, especially since LA County enforces a zero bail policy for most minor charges. Typically, someone facing misdemeanors would be released almost right away.
Something's not right here. It had been reported to them, we're told, as possible OD, like people who saw it were like, this guy must be on drugs.
So they took him to the hospital. Now, my sense of this, and I don't think we know this exactly, but my sense of this is that he was not arrested. He's there for observation, and they could potentially put him on a 5150 psychiatric hold. We don't know if that's happened.
He could also face charges.
He also could come out of the hospital and be booked on charges too.
Right.
We don't know what
They're saying he will.
I'm just wondering. I know that he charged the police, but I don't know that that's really a charge.
Public indecency.
It feels to me like it's more for observation. I mean, that's what it's feeling.
Maybe a 5150. And even with the possible overdose, when I spoke to the fire department, she said, listen, the LAPD said it's appeared he might have been on drugs, but she goes, we only transport, we can't diagnose him in the field, but that's how they're treating it right now.
So it does not feel like an arrest to me. It feels like
it's not going to be an arrest.
Some kind of observation.
As of right now, as we're shooting this, we're told he's still in the hospital getting some sort of treatment or observation. And at some point they'll figure out what the next step is going to be. But this was very strange.
It's really concerning.
And by the way, there's something about Ventura Boulevard. Someone else years ago.
See, I think it's Sunset Boulevard way more than Ventura Boulevard.
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence.
Oh, that's true.
Was on Ventura Boulevard.
Matt McConaughey was on Sunset Boulevard. So I'll give you one for one here.
No, Brittany wasn't Ventura Boulevard.
No,
that wasn't.
No, but Sunset wins.
Yes. Yeah.
Sunset wins.
Sunset wins. I don't know if that's a win.
Jenna in Chicago, and while I think it would be easy for all of us to make a really funny or hurtful comment about Lil Nas strutting in the street in his underwear and cowboy boots, I think it's important that we all lead with compassion and empathy and hope that he gets the help that he needs during this time.
Yep, absolutely.
So this is
as soon
this
is
him right here.
That my doobie. That my I don't give that my doobie. Get it, doobie. Get it, my tarot. Hold on. What? Get it, my tarot. Rubber bit. Get it, doobie. I'm gonna whoop your behind when I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Why you gonna whoop him? Why you gonna whoop him?
Because I told his ass. He said, mother. I said, I'm gonna spank his ass because he said, mother.
You ain't like the way he said that?
I said, doobie. No, because somebody, everybody else want to have something negative.
What's up, man?
Did I see you on TV? Yeah, my
Probably.
Steve Wilkos.
I was, yeah. What's happening? Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. Listen, do you know who this is?
I don't.
This is Lil Nas X mom. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, appreciate it, man. All love.
I'm gonna whoop his behind, though.
Well, I mean, so seeing him like that, because they're saying that it's an overdose.
But get what? I don't judge my son. I was upset with him from the beginning. When he first got on Jerry Springer, I was really upset. Then when he got on Maury, I was really upset. When he got on Ella, I highly got upset. That's when I shut off on myself.
Why?
Because that's when I seen that you're gay. When you could have told your mother before you told your dad, what's that nigga? But you told your dad first.
Huh. So you feel like he should have told his mom first. I get that. I get that. Listen, Tamika, I want to ask you though. Seeing as how you're living this way and seeing your son, who's a superstar, basically, being brought into the hospital for ODing,
right? What are your thoughts on that? Do you feel like it's a generational pattern?
I'm gonna say it's a generational pattern. I'm gonna say I thank God know how to pay because we all still walking by faith, not by sight. I'm gonna be real with you. But one thing about it, he should have told his mother from the beginning before he told his father from the end.
Well, maybe he didn't maybe felt like you wouldn't accept it or whatever.
Oh no, it ain't about what I can accept. It's all about what I can't accept. But don't never put your mother away when I'm the one who had you.
I get it. But Tamika, at the time, if you was out on the streets doing whatever.
Oh, it ain't about me being in the street. I walk by faith and not by sight.
As for the charges, they're not minor. The most serious is battery on a peace officer. That could be treated as a misdemeanor with lighter punishment or elevated to a felony carrying up to 3 years in prison. It all hinges on whether the officer was badly injured. Beyond that, he's also charged with resisting arrest, which usually means up to a year behind bars. But if prosecutors argue he went too far, it could be upgraded to resisting an executive officer by force, another offense that may become a felony. Depending on hospital results, public intoxication or being under the influence of controlled substances might also be added. What's notably missing, however, is indecent exposure. As odd as walking down the street in underwear and cowboy boots at 6 a.m. may seem, it's technically not illegal in Los Angeles, and honestly, Ventura Boulevard has witnessed far stranger scenes. Still, the bigger concern remains him charging at officers like he was auditioning for the NFL. As one report noted, that's what has people debating whether this was a breakdown, a publicity stunt, or something between. Others, though, highlight his history of mental health battles, self-medicating, and even partial facial paralysis earlier this year. For them, the situation isn't amusing, it's alarming. In fact, his own mother recently spoke out in interviews, claiming he might actually be dying in the hospital.